Hey everybody, this is Fariel, your US and Canadian immigration lawyer, bringing you the latest updates on US and Canadian immigration law. So big news on the U.S. immigration front. President Trump took to Twitter on Monday evening. He tweeted, "In light of the attack from the invisible enemy, as well as the need to protect the jobs of our great American citizens, I will be signing an executive order to temporarily suspend immigration into the United States." Obviously, this came as a shock to everybody and put everybody into a frenzy because when he tweeted, we did not know what exactly was going to be the ban, if there was exemptions. On Wednesday, he issued a narrower ban and said that it would only apply to individuals outside the United States planning to immigrate. The proclamation went into effect on April 23, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. It affects anyone who's outside the United States on the effective date of the proclamation, who doesn't have valid immigrant visa as of April 23rd, and who does not have an official travel document as of April 23rd. So who is affected by this current ban? Parents of U.S. citizens, adult children of U.S. citizens, spouses and children of lawful permanent residents, the diversity visa program, all employment-based immigrant visas except for the EB-5 investor visa, and all other immigrant visas unless specifically exempted. If the aim of President Trump is to protect the jobs of American workers, then we may see that this temporary suspension continues. Now, who is exactly exempted from this ban? The ban does not apply to non-immigrant temporary visas for students and H-1B workers. It exempts any immigrant abroad who already has an immigrant visa or travel document in hand when this went into effect on April 23rd. It also has limited exceptions for spouses and minor children of U.S. citizens, as well as active duty troops and their families, people seeking EB-5 investor visas, Iraqi and Afghan translators who help the U.S. military as well as their families, any person obtaining an employment-based immigrant visa as a doctor, nurse, healthcare worker, medical researcher, or other job that the Department of Homeland Security has determined to be essential to combat coronavirus. And also the spouses and children of these essential workers are also exempted. Anyone whose entry as an immigrant is determined to be in the national interest. The ban also does not affect anyone seeking to gain a green card from inside the United States through adjustment of status. Refugees, asylum seekers, and those currently holding lawful permanent resident status are also not affected by the ban, but their ability to petition for their family members abroad may be impacted. Now, this appears that it will affect more of the family-based immigration rather than the employment-based immigration, because most employment-based permanent residency occurs inside the United States once an individual has been working for a company and their company decides to sponsor them for a green card. Now, families, they are going to be affected because they are banned from entering from outside the United States, and most family members are sponsored from outside through the consulate. The United States is one of the few countries that allows for an ongoing immigration for family members, such as your adult children, your parents, your siblings, into the country. The fact that lawful permanent residents in the U.S. won't be able to sponsor their children or their spouses temporarily is quite disappointing. And the fact that we don't know how long this ban is going to continue. The other unique category that United States has is the diversity visa program, which is also being temporarily suspended. The diversity visa program in the United States is unique. It allows for diverse countries to self-apply for immigration into the United States without a sponsoring family member or employer. Having this also discontinued temporarily is quite disappointing as well. Now, just to reiterate, students who are coming into the U.S., they are not affected by the ban, and also H-1B workers will not be affected either. And this is because H-1Bs and student visas are classified as temporary programs and not permanent immigration programs. And the ban only affects permanent immigration into the United States. Now, whether this continues, whether new programs open, we'll have to see. We'll have to wait. Because everything is changing daily right now with everything that's going on with coronavirus pandemic. Unfortunately, immigrants who are seeking to enter the U.S., such as parents or siblings or diversity visa program applicants, are not going to be able to obtain that visa into the United States. But consequently, all the visa centers are also closed right now in the consulates, and they're not issuing any visas. So it doesn't really affect anybody right now in the immediate future. But once everything starts to reopen, obviously, if people aren't able to apply to immigrate, then that will be a drastic negative effect on immigration. I hope the information provided to you today was helpful. If you like the content today, please hit the like button and subscribe to my videos. I'll provide you with the latest updates on immigration of Canada and the United States. If you have any comments, feel free to comment below, and I'll make sure to answer any questions. Till next time, bye.